Okay, we got Drizzy Drake today on some trolling vibes, you feel me? He on some trolling vibes. He trolling Duke Dennis and Joe Budden. Duke Dennis is a streamer, started off doing 2K content, works in the AMP collective with Casanet. Alright, so y'all see him with the duck face shit. Let me show y'all the caption, alright? So he says, I'm not aware of my picture or mirror face. It's a curse from birth, and I'm influenced by what I see. So we're saying that he gonna go ahead and put Duke Dennis his mirror photo for random reason. I don't know. He gonna explain it. And then this Joe Budden picture. That's crazy. That's a crazy pose, Joe. Joe look young as hell though, you know. All right, so some more duck lips. But why though, Drake? You see yourself doing these duck lips. Why are you making this decision? So now while talking about Joe, this person says 2-hand gun squat at the beach is nuts though. Drake says double gun finger dip down is zany. He's headed back to the all-inclusive and about to order a martini shaken, not stirred Casino Royale ass pose and a Sean Marion shorts. So Drake trying to roast that boy, eh? Okay. Now, in response to Duke Dennis saying LMAO on the post with a laughing emoji, Drake says, Finny head wrap having someone else take the pic in the mirror is wild. You're a wild boy, Duke. Duke says, you got a few pictures that give off the same vibe. Drizzy say, I accept my contributions to the Mirror Face members. We are akin to one another, alright? Now some other folks in the comment section. You got Lil Yachty saying you forgot to add Ken Carson to this lineup. Ice Spice laughing. Soulja Boy laughing. Soulja Boy, you be beefing with Drake too many times to be in this man comment section just frolicking, goddammit. We got Maul in here. Y'all know he laughing at Joe, but anytime he get a chance to get a couple Kiki keys in there, he gonna get them Kiki keys snuck in there. Now we got Agent for AMP reacting to Duke Dennis randomly being on Drake's IG post, man.
Yo, look, how the fuck do you go from this? It's like a random stock photo of Duke Dennis.
Why does he have that saved on his phone?
Hey boy, bro, what the fuck? I'm not aware of my picture or mirror face. It's a curse from birth, and I'm influenced by what I see. That's emotion. I'm not gonna lie. That's so fucking random. But that is so fucking random. That's so random. Alright, I'm ready.
I know this gotta feel crazy for AMP members, like especially the original ones. Y'all gotta understand these dudes came from playing 2K every single day, like 2019, even before that one. They came from playing 2K and then decided to do real actual content and real life content. Then Casanet joins and they just explode to a whole nother level, dog. Shout out to them boys, man. This social media shit a grind and them boys grinded it out while making smart decisions, and now they've been, you know, randomly mentioned by Drake. Shout out to AMP. Alright, so Drake had to clown folks because he always getting clowned like sometimes like this. So they're talking about Drake's voice change. Shout out to my boy Chick Smooth for posting this right here on this platform.
Could make a bit of a statement where like we have our connects, we have that Janae song, but like it would be nice to have like 3 joints in that vein of like, oh god, like Drake, that wasn't just a fluke, you know what I mean? I want to like establish some, so if there could be like a base or like something dark underneath this shit, I think this shit reminds me of that like shit reminds me of like that shit.
Anywhere else I go, and I know that no matter what, it's not a nigga on this earth that can ever fuck with me in my life.
Could make a bit.
Hey man, that nigga code switched in reverse. He code switched in reverse, bro. That's crazy. How y'all feel about that though? To my OG viewers, like my viewers that really watch all my content type shit, I know I code switch for certain videos so I can speak more properly, but is my code switching that bad? Like, I don't know. I think sometimes my normal shit. I slur a lot, you know. I got a speech impediment, so that make it worse. And then sometimes I try to tighten up, but I'm like, I don't want to judge him if my code switching that bad. And it doesn't count if your code switching is from proper to hood. Does that count? Codes don't usually switch that way, but folks are laughing at Drake. Let's go ahead and tap into the comment section on my boy Chick Smooth. Dude says it's called code switching. Any successful person has been able to do it. His whole career is an acting role. Drake not black, so Obama not black. What are you talking about, man? Oh man, people still are acting so dense when it comes to the conversation about Drake being not like us based on Kendrick, you know, perception. It's not about his lineage. It's about him culturally, all right? Because all rappers don't do this already. There's Aubrey and then there's Drake. Is an international pop star not supposed to have a character persona? I'm confused. Just because he talk proper doesn't mean his music don't jam, bro. They wigging out, bro. People gonna joke on your ass if they have an opportunity to joke on your ass. This is opportunity for them to ride them, joke on them. Feel me? It's like it's how it goes. No, he just sounds Canadian to me. Most artists turn on and off a persona when performing. Y'all just don't know it. He was younger, right? He sounds like someone committed to their craft. The videos are years apart. People grow up, yeah. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. In my opinion, it's just a joke. I like jokes. It's opportunity for a joke, and it's a good joke. Next story though. So y'all know Drake has been releasing his 100 gig shit, where he's unearthed in a lot of old documentary style footage. I don't know why he's doing it. It's supposed to be getting supposed to be getting paid for this stuff, but he's unearthed a lot of footage, and he actually shows some clips of him speaking about wanting to get Kendrick Lamar on a song. Got the Cash Money Hot Boys on his team.
I actually really like that sound.
You like it now?
Start 6.
That's crazy. This is like
and it's like
just enough every time.
For him, where he's at, that's like I know he's gonna murder that shit. I know he is. Yo, can you grab that for me, Husha? Please.
Oh, but when he told me Kendrick, it just made so much sense.
Know.
Oh, what was this brilliance? Oh, so good. So excited to hear that record. Oh, good on Omen, man.
Omen? I must be the producer. So yeah, Omen is a producer. Says me and 40. An audio block on the cook up went to Action Bronson though for acting crazy. So that's an actual Action Bronson song. Dude asked him, do you know if there was even a verse sent back for this track, or did it never get that far? Says didn't get that far, was close. This person right here says, I know this is a taboo question, but did you feel a little disappointed these two didn't get on it? He says not at all. Years in the game, the expectancy level gets low. Can't keep hopes too high. All right, so interesting point of view from a producer. But next story though, so we got Rose speaking. Rose addressed the 20v1 perception of everybody going against Drake. He talks about why he joined the beef.
Y'all had the summer going crazy.
Yeah, we did.
What I thought all y'all was like cool.
I'm gonna be honest, on some rap shit, it was no conspiracies. Rose name was said. Rose, I'm gonna jump off the porch. That's what I do.
What they call Rose?
Yeah. I'm gonna jump off the porch and I'm gonna have some fun, and that's what I did. I had some fun.
How do you determine who you respond to and who you don't? Because obviously, I'm in this space now, and you get people taking pot shots at you. Right. But how does Raw stay like, okay, I'll respond to this, I'm gonna let that stuff go? How do you determine what you
is it something to gain for you?
Okay.
Somebody wake up and hate on Shay, hate on Ocho. I mean, let's sit back.
Okay.
Let's sit back, because not responding is a response when you a boss.
You heard he said, Ocho?
Yeah, because I ain't responding to real. I like that.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? Well,
I know it's a lot of conversations as far as debates about whether who mention who first, you know? Verbally, the first person to mention the next one was Drake in his song, you know, Push Ups. Now, Rose did react to like that verse. People are saying that he posted himself on the story riding around listening to the verse and he unfollowed Drake. So people are debating about those two, but Drake the first person to put it on wax. So then Rose came back on wax the same damn day. That shit was crazy. That's that right there. And he also spoke about not responding to game and saying that was a response because he ain't had nothing to gain. Next story though. So, you know, a lot of folks is on Demar DeRozan head. All because he was cool with Drake at some point, but then it looked like he picked a side by being at Kendrick Lamar's pop-up and then also being in the Not Like Us video because he was name dropped in the Not Like Us song. So people are on his head right here saying they keep trying to switch sides.
Like to do that, bro. Ain't too many light-skinned niggas that can go crazy in the city like that in Toronto, bro. But that ain't nothing for DeMar to speak on.
Even that, like, just how great in the, like, I know it's so easy where people get caught up in the size and all that, but it's like,
Drake,
I don't think
Drake still
the amazing shit that Drake done did over what the last 15 years.
Like, can't be erased.
Nah, bro.
2 weeks.
Like, he's undeniable.
Nothing could ever take that away. You see what I'm saying? Like I know, like I said, it's always easy when I look at it from. Be honest with you, I look at all this shit like I really come from like the hood. I come from like niggas losing their life over some dumb shit over dice games. Like, like I done had an uncle get killed by that was a blood that got killed by a Crip. Another uncle that was a Crip that got killed by a blood and it fucked up my whole like childhood upbringing to where it's like y'all letting songs divide and create and make people so sensitive to where it's like, to me it's like, come on man, like we it's like watching a fucking action-packed movie. Nobody really dying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. To me, I hated how it started because they just two totally different artists to me. I get Drake can really rap. It's just Kendrick, like you said, really come from kind of more respected.
Yeah, but it's like I think you can't just never discredit like Drake. Drake is like he fucking Drake.
I'm a Drake fan. 100%.
And what's crazy is you was in the city when Drake really was.
I seen the from the beginning to where is it?
Make a star.
You know what I mean? Like I don't think it will ever be another Drake. That's just what it is. You know?
And ain't nobody ever fought against that many people, bro.
Drake, bro.
Drake him. Kendrick him too. At the end of the day, it just comes down to it being that. Like both of them, the big dogs at what they do. Like, why can't that be respected?
Everybody got spar one day. It ain't. But
listen. Hey, in my neighborhood, the two toughest niggas had to get down.
Yeah,
one got to lose. That don't make them less than the other one.
100%.
You know what I mean? It's just be more respected because ain't nobody else gonna get down with one of them niggas.
Yeah, not at all.
That's true.
That's my view. Everybody who don't come from the streets or understand the street part of it may not look at it like that and may get in their feelings or be sensitive about certain shit. For me, I look at all this shit like, bro, ain't nobody hurt. This shit is this is.
It was good.
We watching fucking The Matrix.
Yeah. Oh, see, I told y'all about LeBron and Bronny. This the Matrix, bro.
Like to do that.
What y'all think? Do y'all think DeMar DeRozan is backtracking? Me, myself, personally, I think his life is not hip-hop. His life is basketball. So no matter what he do, he gonna do what he wanna do. Like this man is a made man. He good. I doubt he cares that much about what the hip-hop community or Drake fans think about him. But it does seem like he's trying to do his best to validate Drake within the conversation. He don't want to shit on Drake so much because he understands perception with him being around Kendrick throughout this whole process. He understands perception, and you see he's not giving too much credit to Kendrick because he felt like he said enough with his actions. I think that's what it is, and he wants to do enough to go ahead and salvage the relationship, the friendship that he has with Drake because he understands the perception. So it's interesting to me. But do y'all think he's backtracking? How y'all feel about his stance? Me, I don't give a damn. It is what it is. The man is a grown-ass man. He can do what he want to do. It is what it is, man. Next story, let's keep it pushing. So, on the Joe Budden podcast, they had an interesting conversation speaking about how record label executives were pushing for Kendrick to go #1. Sometimes you gotta take academics TV captions with a grain of salt because sometimes the story means nothing to do with the caption. But let's just listen to this shit.
Love like that I love Not Like Us. Yes. Still, I know y'all diss it out there. I love them both. But for those records to hit #1 the way they did, these are Drake disses in there. A record don't make it to #1 without some type of label support making that happen.
I see what you're saying. Not whatchamacallit.
What?
They Not Like Us. They didn't need the label for that.
Bro,
that song was
you're not making it to #1 without something behind it.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily look at that as the powers that be going against Drake. Kendrick Lamar is a premier artist too, and they want him to go #1 regardless if it's a diss to Drake or not.
But Kendrick Lamar is a premier artist that's independent now. I'm not working with them.
There's a slash Interscope, I think, on some of that, isn't there?
I know, and nobody paid enough attention to that during the battle.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody paid enough attention.
I'm pretty sure
the
there
fact
is. Maybe I'm
that
bugging.
Kendrick Lamar, to our knowledge, is independent. Yet throughout that whole beef, it did say Interscope.
I thought so.
It did.
So what's that mean?
I can't say.
There's still a relationship there. That's all. It's not that deep.
Gotcha.
It's not that deep. There's still interest from the label to. There's a reason for them to support the record.
Yes.
Yeah. If they're invested,
but that's weird.
Oh.
Like, okay, I'm interested in your project, but in what you're doing. But at this point, I know what it is that you're doing, and I'm going to back that as Universal, even though it's against my Universal artist.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I do believe there's some truth to somebody at Universal wanting that beef to stop.
So I'm looking here. Not Like Us did not come out PG Lane. It came out 2024. Kendrick Lamar under exclusive license to Interscope.
Yeah.
That's it. So that is, again, there's something in there.
There's something there. I'm minding my business until I get more information. But I also believe that Drake is at the level to where I can sign a deal in September and feel differently in November.
And now I'm going to work through whatever I got to do.
That deal is almost 2-3 years old now.
I won't pretend to know. I don't know none of it.
No, I'm just saying, I remember when he signed a $400 million deal, we were in your basement.
Yeah.
At
that point.
These niggas will amend some shit, extend some shit.
Or it might be
I
up.
don't know.
Nigga, that shit was 3 years ago.
I don't know, and they ain't never going to tell us. These are
love.
Interesting perspective. This dude said he also said all #1s are pushed by the label. You know who has a lot of #1s? You guessed it. I'm just sure they talking about Drizzy Drake right there. But interesting perspective, man. My thoughts on that conversation. I think the momentum of the track, the momentum of the moment was so big. The biggest moment in hip hop in years, the biggest beef in hip hop history. Something that we've all been waiting for since Control dropped. The moment was so huge. I think the momentum was so easy. If the label had to do anything, the job was so easy for them to help it go #1. And if they had their hands in it so much, then it would have been #1 and #2. Drake and Kendrick would have been back to back on that situation. That's how I think it. And yes, I believe they had hands in it because they want to see their record do good. If they're in business with someone, doesn't matter the percentage, but if Interscope has a vested interest, whatever y'all want to say as far as conspiracy shit, I think it's just trying to make some money type shit. But you can go ahead and throw your tinfoil hat on, whatever. But if you have interest in it, you are going to try to go ahead and help the song perform well. That's business. You want your investment to perform. What are we talking about? Why wouldn't a record label push for this song to go #1? What are we doing? What are we doing? This sounds stupid. It doesn't matter if we don't have the best song or the best performing song. If we can't influence that shit, of course they're gonna try to influence that shit no matter how much. But if everyone can go #1, if every artist can go #1, then every artist will go #1. But they can't. But next story though, speaking of Not Like Us, we got Popcaan unruly. He's reacting to hearing Not Like Us somewhere, bruh.
Alright, Kendrick Lamar song you're playing now.
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know, someone pocket.
I think homegirl got some surround sound vibes upstairs.
If I that up, you go skip that blood clot there. I hear that murder. Turn out that. I read it. Put change the station.
Change the station.
Yeah, man. Them 2 extra. One buckler, them play Kendrick Lamar in a boy.
I would fuck with Kendrick Lamar.
No, I hear not Kendrick Lamar, nigga. Fuck the island time, me independent of you, me think the same. Yeah, loyalty really. Look, you see why in my skin? It's over. Yeah.
That boy say he got an owl on the skin, man. Them boys gonna ride with their squad, man. That's loyalty. What y'all expect them to do? You may not like them, but if you have a team, they gonna ride with you. People put money in your pocket. It is what it is. That's how it's gonna be. Next story. Shout out to Popcaan, though. I love Popcaan music. Next story. Now, DJ Academics has an interesting perspective. He talks about how Drake is purposely leaking his music, putting out music after Joe Budden films his Friday podcast. Peep this real quick, dog.
Always calling cap on Joe Budden. Except I actually believe Joe Budden this time. Joe Budden records on Friday. As soon as that nigga's done recording, he did drop it. The song came out leaked. Remember, Joe went in, and trust me, I never wanted to believe that Drake even would schedule or leak something at that time. I think he definitely leaked it at that point that they couldn't have a word to say about it before their Saturday pod, which they do on Friday around 3 o'clock. 100%. I believe this.
When we say that during the back and forth, niggas, you was looking at us like we was crazy. I said that.
No. Joe said that during the beef, and I was just like, Joe, you're too full of yourself. Now in hindsight, I'm like, which by the way, if again we're assuming here, but if Drake is playing, I do have to imagine he's also playing the media game as well, right? He's like, yo. You know, by the way, it's like, you know, part of the media game, like, for example, if you have a big story, you want to, sometimes you want to drop it on Friday, that it dominates the whole weekend because there's nothing else people don't work on the weekends. Or you sometimes drop it on Monday to lead off the week right. So Friday or Monday, you get the biggest stories, usually. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if that was coincidental, but I did notice, I was just like, yeah, no one has given, no big media outlet but me has given their opinion on this because they're all not at work. The Breakfast Club ain't coming back till Monday. You won't get a Joe Budden podcast till Wednesday. Another one till Wednesday. There's none of these outlets, which by the way, Drake ain't really fucking with him anyway. So I was wondering if the timing was interesting, even though Fridays are when we get music, right? We do get music on Fridays, but people kind of drop, like if you're going to drop, why not? People usually, even if they're dropping a music video, they drop on Thursday afternoon. They drop on Thursday afternoon and it gets on DSPs at midnight. But he dropped on Friday afternoon, I believe. And I was just like, interesting. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, hey, X, so whenever an artist drops a single, and you know there was like a time limit they put on the single for it can't.
All right, now that's interesting, and no real thoughts or commentary on that. That's Academics' perspective, you feel me? But that did make me think about this one conversation about record labels though. So Brian Suzuki, you know, he's the co-founder of Audio Mac. That's a streaming platform. This was at the beginning of August. He says, I spoke with execs from 4 record labels this week, and none believe releasing new music on Fridays makes sense anymore. They gladly switch back to Tuesdays, better for artists, fans, and DSP partners alike. So I asked them just for conversation. I already knew this, but I asked for conversation purpose to keep it going. I said, what perks are attached to Tuesday releases? He says, the weekend crushes marketing momentum. And by Monday, everyone has already moved on. The life cycle of a record is stifled by a Friday drop. Tuesday gives you 4 weekdays to market it while people are in the same daily routine. As podcasts, radio stations, everything's of that sort. You got a full week to go ahead and do a real press run. So I understand that perspective, dog. But people like Drake, they don't need that. They don't even care for that shit. They prefer to go against the machine, even though they are powered by, you know, some machine. But hey though, man, I just wanted to go over some content with y'all, catch y'all up with all the chatter on social media around the beef and some footage and stuff. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. We've been hanging out for a good little minute. Smash that like button for me on your way out, man. But let me know what you gotta say about all this in the comment section below. I'm going to get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.